Hey, folks, this is the True American Podcast. Guys, please subscribe. I need 1,000 subscribers, so please subscribe. Please encourage your friends and family members to subscribe, and encourage them to have their friends and family members to subscribe. What I try to do with the True American Podcast is really focus on Kentucky conservative thinkers and try to talk about issues, Louisville issues, sort of tackling them from a conservative point of view, and Kentucky politics, trying to sort of deal with that from a conservative point of view. And one thing that I'm going to be doing in future podcasts is talking about, there was this big thing about, we got this red tsunami coming on. It's going to be this wave of conservative victories or Republican Party victories across the United States of America. And that didn't quite happen. As a matter of fact, it didn't happen. Now, we weren't stomped or obliterated, but we definitely didn't have no daggone tsunami. And I think it's important that thoughtful conservatives and moderates and patriots sit down and say, okay, what happened? And we need to stay away from this rabid conspiracy talk about, they stole the election. Well, do you have evidence of that? If you got evidence of that, bring it forth. You got evidence for that, take it to court. Otherwise, come on, man. Are you serious? We need something of more substance than that. We just do. I feel you, I hear you, but as conservatives, as patriots, you can't keep dwelling on that whole stuff about, the election was stolen. Well, where's the evidence? And if you can't prove it in the court of law, dude, I suggest you just sort of need to put that into your conspiracy bag, and then let's sit down and have some serious talk about what happened, why did it happen, and how can we do better next time. And so I'm going to have two brothers. They're going to talk about the elections we just had here in Louisville for mayor. What happened, why did it happen, and what can we do better next time. I tell you, the Republican Party candidate we had for mayor, he was solid. I think this is the last time we really had a solid candidate. And the one before then, I would say, would be Hal Heiner. But you know what? We lost with Hal Heiner. But I didn't hear much of any type of serious public discussion about what happened. I mean, what's wrong? We had Hal Heiner. We should have won. We came close, but we didn't cross the finish line. What happened? We need to talk about that. And then this candidate, Bill Dierf, D-I-E-R-F, Dierf, he's the former mayor of Jeffersontown. Look, I used to live in Jeffersontown. Jeffersontown had it going on. And it's the guy, the Democratic Party candidate, Greenberg. I said, oh man, you couldn't compare the two. The Republican Party candidate, he had it. The proof was in the pudding. It was there. He had that record. He was a great mayor. He had the experience. And he lost. Oh Lord, what happened? We lose with that guy? Something's wrong. We're doing something wrong. We got to figure out what we're doing wrong, and there's no way we can figure out what we're doing wrong if we're not talking. If we're not engaging in an intelligent, thoughtful conversation. We don't need some bombastic chick, bullying people and screaming and saying stupid stuff. We don't need more of these conspiracy thoughts about, hey, this person was conspiring against me here. Man, we don't need all that crap. We need some thoughtful, intelligent discussion. And I tell you another thing we need to put on the table, and this is what I'll be doing. I'm going to record the interview with these two brothers Friday, and hopefully I'll have it released a few days later. But here's another question I'm putting on the table. Louisville's blue. What must we do to turn Louisville red? Is that something that's possible? Something that can be done within the next 2 to 4 years? That's what we need to be talking about that. But we're not going to, things aren't going to change until we engage in some thoughtful, serious conversations. I'm not trying to push one particular thing over another particular thing. I'm trying to say, hey, let's all get together and talk about it. Let's all put it out there. Because if what I think needs to be done is the correct way to go, the majority of people within the party, within the conservative movement would have adopted it and things would be different. Well, obviously, I don't have all the answers. I don't even know if I'm asking all the proper questions. But if this person over here is part of the conversation, this person over here, this person over here, this person over there is part of the, hey, I think we can get somewhere. Folks, when it comes to the Declaration of Independence and Bill of Rights and the Constitution, they didn't just have one guy or two guys. It was a whole discussion amongst different folks, and we came up with one of the greatest constitutions ever written in human history. And I think that's what can be done here. We just need to start having that discussion amongst patriots, Republicans, conservatives. Hey, what happened? Why did we lose? How can we keep from losing next time? What are we going to have to do to move Louisville from being blue to being red? What are we going to need to do? So I just want to give you guys a heads up on that those types of discussions will be coming up soon on this podcast.